Hi, I'm Cadet Walters and I'm with Cadet Daniels, and we will be discussing Deliverable 1-3, which will compare the values of the old retirement plan and the new retirement plan. Alright, so we'll start off simply and start discussing the special pay. For the special pay, we didn't want to get too complicated, so all we did was a drop-down box for what your special pay was. And then if you didn't put anything, you could just hit delete and you get 0. For foreign language spoken, we have all of the different languages. You have what proficiency you're in it, and that affects, again, your total monthly TSP additions and monthly pay and so on. So we'll just reset that. So, and then the same thing with everyone else. So it's just how much money you're getting, and this is time, and that affects how much money you're getting. So now we move into the meat of things. You already know how all this is calculated based on the last deliverable, but what's new is the net present value of the old retirement plan and the new retirement plan. So the things that affect the old retirement plan are the grade, the location, actually scratch that, not the location, the grade, the years in service, number of dependents, years until ATS, the number of dependents you have, and then what your civilian career is and how long you're going to spend in that. So for the civilian careers, all we did was we looked up at all these different careers, opportunities off what were you given, and then just set everything alphabetically so you can just choose what you want. So now how all this works. So the first thing it does is it looks at your active duty. Based on what you put in for your years of service and how long you want to be in until you ETS, it adds that up and just does a binary, and then 1 is active duty and 0 is retired. For living, I have everyone dying at 85, just to keep things simple. So what it does, based on your rank, there's this right here does a VLOOKUP on this table. Based on whatever rank you have, E1 through E9, W01 through W05, or O1 through O7, it returns a number. Each number corresponds with whether you're an enlisted warrant officer or an officer. From then on, that gives you this right here. And then taking this, you get a VLOOKUP. So what the Excel does is looks at this right here and matches it up with E1, O1, or W01 and looks at the corresponding table. It takes from the corresponding table the years of service and the rank. So all this is just the average rank progression for a well-functioning soldier. So like you get promoted to E2 after 1 year, E3 after another year, E4 after another year, and then you stay E4 for 2 years and go to E5 and so on. And then again, this affects the base pay. And what the base pay works is it takes your rank and years of service and looks it up on this table right here. The base pay lookup, that's just telling you what column you need to look at for this number right here. Retirement pay, this doesn't kick in until after you retire. And what it does is it looks at if 1, you're over 20 years old, 20 years of service, and if you're not, it returns 0. And then if you are, it takes 50% plus 0.25% or 2.5% times the number of years over 20 that you've been in service, and then multiplies it times your base salary to get your retirement salary. This is simply just a VLOOKUP on what your career will be, and then what the annual mean is, divides that by 12 to find the monthly. And then finally right here you have the annual total, where it just adds up everything across the board and multiplies it times 12. And then simply for net present value, all I did was a net present value with a inflation rate of 3.22%, which is the historical average. And I just took the net present value of all of these numbers, and that adds up to, for at least this situation, $2,393,057. So just a demonstration of this. let's say I'm using it for me. So current age, I'm 22 when I graduate. I will be an 01. Currently living in Fort West Point. So this is my zip code. I've got 0 years of service, no dependents, and then I want to stay in for we'll call it 25 years, and I'll retire in Virginia, and by then I'll have a wife and 2 kids. And then when I retire, I want to be um, an education teacher, and I want to spend 20 years in the civilian sector. No special pays, don't need to worry about that. So, if you look here, it's got me starting years of service 822. This is my base pay as an 01. As I get promoted, I become an 06 at 25 years of service. I'll be 47 years old, and this will be my base pay. 26, I'll have retired, so I don't make any money active duty. However, I do make this retirement pay, and then this would be my monthly salary as I'm working in the civilian sector, and that's how much money I'm making every year while I'm retired, and I keep doing that until I die. And then this is the net present value of the old retirement plan.
Hi, this is Cadet Daniels, and I will go over the new retirement system. So currently with the system you have where you can enter your age, grade, location, service dependents, GI Bill, and with that information inputted, you can decipher what you will make in future revenues in a civilian position. So I will do this for myself. At graduation, I will be 23 years old. Will be in the rank of a second lieutenant. Years of service, I will have 1 since I went to prep school, and hypothetically, I would want to do 20 and fly if plausible. So I would have 19 years until ETS. Nursing, not my gig. Marketing, however, could see myself in this field. So this allows you to pick almost any position there actually exists. Okay, marketing manager. Say I work for 15 years in my civilian position, and finally it'll show you the net present value of the old retirement system and the net present value of the new retirement plan. Additionally, you can change your TSP contributions, which makes a big difference on which plan is more feasible and can show you your returns. This all occurs on the second page, where based off of your current rank and pay and the percentage you decide to contribute, you can calculate the yearly amount you're giving to your TSP. A suitable growth rate is roughly 6% or so, in which based on the market, it's been about 8 since inception. We can expect at least at a minimum of around 6, and you can see how this number populates when you stop contributing to your TSP at retirement, which at a minimum would be 20 years of growth.